Hi, and welcome to Magic Scanner website, a fundamental stock selector for KLSE and SGX financial market. You're about to learn the secrets to raking in double to triple digit return per annum in trading or investing, no matter how much time you've had to prepare. It doesn't matter if you've never had any past experience or education, this Magic Scanner will tell you everything you need to know without spending too much brain power. This is unlike any tool you'll find out there. It's the edge that most analysts and fund managers want or have. Go ahead and get yours now.
Okay, a very good morning to all of you. Welcome to a Friday chart clinic. It is 20th of September 2013. A very nice, good day. And after we have seen what Bernanke came out on after the US FOMC meeting and declared, look, there is no possibility of a FOMC style of tapering. As you can see, unemployment rate remained to be still up at 7.3%, and also inflation, target inflation, right, was supposed to be around 2.5% to 2.5%, which is still at a low 1.6%. And unemployment claims are still coming up, still very high. As such, okay, Henry want me to look at BJ total. Okay, I think BJ total started to break out too, so which is interesting enough. Okay, so that has been the manner. As such, that gold jumped up. Gold really jumped up yesterday and almost up 60 points. So that's a good one to really have some in there. So for our program for today, our Friday chart clinic, we normally have our program. As I've said, a little bit of promotion about us, and we hope you can support us. Traders Truth Review, we are turning 5 years old this September. And we've been going strong in providing quality education and information. As such, for any new sign up this month, for only new sign up, if you pay by cash, you do get a 10% discount offer. Okay, and I spoke to a few people, and they're a bit sticky about the cost. They felt that, look, paying up money to get information, it's about it. But at the end, it's what you pay for, and you find that our service is good, support us, and which is and if you look at in the scheme of things, whatever the stock pick we have, some has made 10%. I think Blue Mont was the one we recommended, I think about a month or 2 months, that has gone up by 60%. So again, there's many ways you can benefit. You can come to our course, or someone let me look at Falco. Mr. One can pay by check. Yes, Mr. One, you can pay by check. That's right. I think that's a good way. Okay, let me just get in Falco. Okay, Falco. I think that's the one we recommended some time back. Okay. So okay. So take advantage of the 10% off that we are doing it for this month of September only. Else next month no more discount. Then don't ask me again next month. All right. Another one is an ongoing event that we'll be doing is our foundation course that we'll be doing together with Bill and myself at our office on September 30th. Okay, September 30th, which is a Monday and Tuesday. Uh, that will be a good course for those of you who is really wanted to get your hair wet or wanted to come into the market, but not really using real money, at least for the beginning, and really understanding part of how the market works. And as you can see, we have a good track record, we have a good community supporting us, we have a good website, and Bill and myself, we are both licensed people to really teach people, and we handle real money on real people. Just as I said before, this morning I got someone who just called me. Look, she's making a $30,000 profit sitting on it. Should she take the money and run? Because the market was up 10% and today up another 10%. So those kind of thing is tough call, because if I tell her to take profit on the 20% and the next day continue to run, she might blame me. So that is why it is very important. You must learn to be your own trader, to take decision in your own hand. At the end of the day, as we said in all our courses, if you are managing your own money, you are a fund manager for yourself. Okay, would you all agree to that? So you have a fund manager yourself, you must take the necessary, okay, Linda 18966, you must always take the necessary training and the education to get yourself equipped A lot of time, people play with real money, but they have lousy equipments, and that's why they don't do well in their performance. And that's always been a lot of these problems that we see and we try to address. So one of the ways to overcome this is actually getting educated, and a small investment is definitely in our courses in here. Okay, so the Master the Market Foundation course on the September 30th is actually an introduction to the basic volume spread analysis. Okay, without further ado, I will pass you to Bill. He's going to give you an update on what's happening in the market. All right, Bill, take it away.
Yeah, well, good morning, everybody. I have something to share with you that is something as a psychological thing, and it's something that it was so classic what they have done. As you've been reading and listening to Bloomberg and CNBC, they're talking about tapering, and it was taper, 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 and everyone's talking about that, and the vast majority of analysts, I think Bloomberg, 95% were saying that they were going to taper. And you had all these talking heads coming out there making these pronouncements, and they got doctor's degrees, and they're winning the Nobel Prize, and all these super economists, and all saying that. And what it did, it created a panic in the market. Worldwide markets went down, and I thought there was something fishy going on. So Martin and we decided that we were not going to sell any of our client shares. In fact, we were going to buy on this thing because it looked to me we bought before the taper and for the so-called taper. Well, so then the whole world was watching with bating breath, holding their breath. And Bernanke got on the news, and he's up there, and he's smiling, and he's so happy because I am telling you, all of his friends knew what was going to happen a month before, and I have a proof right here in front of me. I have the proof of how the game works. No, no, no. This is something which happened. Um, for the last month, gold has been going down. It's lost over $100 per ounce because everybody believes that there's going to be a taper. So they're selling, 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 selling. Now, gold dropped to about the 1300 level, and 3 minutes before the FOMC, before Bernanke made his pronouncement, gold went up almost 60 US dollars. And that was before. So what this means is, was this just a lucky guess? Or was this Bernanke telling his friends, you better buy some gold because I'm not going to taper? And the same pattern happened in the S&P. About 1 minute before the announcement, the S&P shot up, and it just shot up like 20 full handles. A handle is 500 US dollars per handle. It went up just like that. So all those people who were short were slaughtered. And the point was that the fills were so bad for the S&P that night that people who put stops in the market got slaughtered for 5 and 6 points, up to more than $3,000 per contract. So it was a con job. And Bernanke was there. He was the pimp. He was the guy sucking people in. Oh, come and see this beautiful thing, what we're doing here, and these people got scared. And I mean, this guy, he puts Bernie Madoff to shame. This guy Bernanke. So I'm saying that's my point. Don't believe these people with all these degrees and all these power and the CEOs because, hey, they're in it for themselves and their friends and their relatives. I can promise you, Ben Bernanke's wife bought gold. You know, I'm just joking, but I'm sure his friends and his cronies all got in there to take advantage of it. Well, it looked too scripted to me. It's just like a Hollywood movie. It looked so scripted. All of these big officials saying one thing, and then they did just the opposite, and people got screwed. So my point is, if you're a share market investor, if you do your research, if you visit the company, if you know the management, and if you look at the balance sheets, their income statement, and their cash flow, don't get scared. And in fact, when something like this happens, it smells like a con job. Hey, buy some more, and you'll do very well. So anyway, that's what I have to say for this morning. And yeah, right, exactly.
All right, thanks a lot, Bill. Well said, well said. Do you all agree to what Bill just said? Yeah, right. Right? Do you agree to what Bill just said? All right. Okay. Okay. Yes and no. Well, I got a bit yes and no. Okay, good. Along the same line, what we're saying about the about how the market immunity. I just want to share with you an article in here from a volume spread analysis point. How to read volume, right? And in Business Insider, one of the reputable website. Let me just get onto my website here and show you that this is a good article that appears. All right, on why hedge funds and big institutional like the Ben Bernanke parties tend to manipulate this. Now this is an article written back in February this year 2013. It is the secret trading strategies from the 1930s from Richard Wyckoff, which is the form the basis of what we do for our courses, the master the market courses. And you can see in here uh, in a very interesting, you should read this. Richard Wyckoff wrote about this. You can see, I will send you the link here and you can read this. I think this is the 13 pages? It's quite a fairly long trade in here about how they set up and stock alert and how the market really works. But this is really good. I mean, I find this, that's what I want to share with you. A very nice article, very long one. If you read it, you really can really understand, why the market appeared for what it does. Okay, let me just send it to you. Okay, you can read it at your leisure. Okay, just tell me if you get it or not. Okay, this link. Sorry. Uh, yeah, this is to all the subscriber and okay. So you can see in here. So you can see this, right? Okay, very interesting. And the first thing it does say is, which is trying a large operator. In this case, can we say that Ben Bernanke and his group of people, as a rule, does not as a rule, go into a campaign unless you see a prospect from 10 to 50 points. Jesse Livermore once said that he never touched the market if they're 10 point according to his calculations. Okay, that means you're looking at the potential market in here. In the 1931 book, which is a classic book, Richard Wyckoff talk about trading, investing, a short course. Now, this book is no longer available. It's out of print, very difficult to find, but it has been sort of inoculated in the course that we talk about in the Stock Market Institute, a Wyckoff course back in the 1970s. And Bill actually attended this back in what, 1976, Bill? Yeah, that time Bill was still a young punk, and he attended this course. So over the years, we adopted it for our Malaysian market, the KLSE market, as well as SGX. And he had taught me this course too. And this is the great takeaway about the course is about how large operator, talks about the keyword here is they manipulate a stock price up and how, they and get the suckers, in this case, the unsuspected public to get in. Trading or not, it's just like you can read this. It's really good. It take a while for a pro to accumulate position in advance for a big move. Buying too many shares at once will cause the price to rise up too quickly, which is the whole point we always talk about in our course is if you are an insider, your job is to stay as quiet as possible. And when you are ready to beat the drum, you go out and make a